Oh boy, here we go. Alright, just to let you guys know, sorry about the audio. I gotta use a different device because shit. Gotta get a new one of these. It is what it is. Sorry about that, but the video's gotta come out. It's a timely sort of thing, and I had an experience last night that that, that really helped me. Oh shit. And I figured, you know what? Well, it might help somebody else. So here we are. I always like finding ways to be thankful. All right. Grateful because I feel like that kind of puts a certain intention into my own biology and tells it to keep living. It kind of amplifies my will. Um, and I think there's just a general respect. With general respect, I think we just go about our lives more wholesomely and, uh, make the most out of things, right? There's so much that goes into what wholesomeness really is. It's the whole fucking thing, right? But anyways, this is just about a process, a way of meditating, a type of meditation. I mean, I could make a guided meditation out of this, but I'm not. It's for your own self. It's a way to be unique with meditation. So, and it comes out of an idea, all right? It's originated from an idea that I learned actually from a meditation. During one of these guided meditations, if you go to my favorite meditations playlist, it's one of the last ones, like this 31st or 32nd one. I can't remember outright, but if I find it and decide to put a link, I'll put it, in the description. But basically, all you got to know is that your body is a community, very similarly to the Earth, to the planet, to the universe. But it's easy to imagine the Earth, okay? So imagine this. We're human, right? A lot of times biologically we just imagine our muscles, our bones, our nervous system, our endocrine system, our reproductive, all that kind of stuff. But everything in between all that is living muck, if you want to think about it, all right? Particularly within the digestive system, right? So there's fungi, there's bacteria, there's many different kinds of bacteria. There's cultures, literally we call them cultures in biology, all throughout our entire organism. Now that can be affected in so many different ways, right? Depending how you eat, exercise, how you live your life, essentially. Um, but what it comes down to, and with the importance to this meditation, is just to respect that a lot of our life is unconscious. Are we thinking about how to digest our food? No. Are we thinking about how to breathe? Not necessarily. You know. Um, as we're walking, are we consciously moving every muscle fiber? No, absolutely not. That'd be freaking ridiculous. It's been said we can only concentrate on like 5 things at a time, right? Maybe it has to do with these 5 fingers. But anyways, imagine this is the basic idea. We have this community that exists unconsciously that provides us our life. And without its unconscious existence, without its natural intelligence to continue living, we would be nothing. This thing that we call me, we, I, we'd be nothing. We are being sustained by the community of our body. So just by hearing that the first time in my life, I was extremely grateful. And, I felt like I wanted to be more careful with what I did with my consumptions. Um, so the meditation basically goes like this. Just know that everything in your body is functioning. And without it, you would not exist the same way you are existing. So last night I was laying down. I just laid down from playing this beautiful music, very peaceful, relaxing, positive, major sounding music, right? Minor versus major. And I was laying there in this musical glow. And I just love the music that I play. So I was thinking if I didn't have the means to experience that, to play it, express it, experience it, you know, it would be sad, it wouldn't be as it is. So I imagine things, I just started imagining parts of my body. Now you can do this with planet Earth too. You can imagine parts of planet Earth and experience appreciation for the whole earthly system. But as for the body, imagine your tongue. Do you like speaking? Do you like speaking? Do you like being able to communicate to people through your mouth? Now imagine your tongue gone. You would not be able to speak the way you do, you know. And the importance with this kind of meditation is to really feel the impact of loss so that you understand and feel the impact that you're getting as it is now, you know, to kind of reflect reversely and see the value that you have, that it has within and of your existence, you know. So, you know, obviously, I fucking love communicating, and so my tongue, I made it disappear in my existence. I imagined my life without my tongue. Okay, wow. Thank you, tongue, for existing. Because imagine this. Are you consciously thinking about all the atoms in your tongue maintaining themselves? Because if you weren't alive, that tongue would degrade. You know, it would rot. Your whole body would rot if it didn't maintain itself. And it's not really like you're maintaining your physical body. It's all of these physical little things inside of us maintaining its environment, you know, essentially for us to exist. And you know, essentially the meditation just went through scanning and observing my entire body. You know, imagine without my toes. I wouldn't be able to stabilize as easily, you know, I wouldn't be able to move and jump in the way as I want. If I didn't have my legs, obviously, that's pretty obvious. You wouldn't be able to walk. I imagine without my eyes. Now, things you can kind of focus on are the senses, right? What would happen if you didn't have ears? Do you like music? Bye-bye music. You'd have to listen to it inside your head. You know, so be thankful. Be very, very, very thankful. You know, it's a way to be thankful. You don't have to do this. I don't fucking care. You can do whatever you want. But if you want to become more thankful for your existence, just imagine your senses. Now, the reason I go to senses is because the senses are the bridge between us and the others, you know, self and the outside, so to speak, the inner and outer worlds. The senses are kind of like that bridge between them. So without the senses, you wouldn't be able to experience this outerness. And it's a way to develop thankfulness. And just like a muscle being exercised, our brains can be exercised and developed a particular kind of way. So again, if you want to be more thankful on a daily basis, you can practice being thankful. So I like meditating before bed because I feel most relaxed. I feel like I'm not wasting time because, you know, during the day, if I sit down and lay down for an hour, it feels kind of like I'm wasting daylight and stuff like that. But anyways, your brain's a muscle. In a way, it can be exercised and you can grow tendencies. Essentially, that's kind of what life is. We have a bunch of tendencies, we have a bunch of preferences, and you can expand those things and amplify those things and, you know, have an increasing potential to experience things the more you exercise the things that you want to experience. So if you want to be thankful, if you want to be grateful, if you want to feel love, it's a simple concept that can be evolved to whatever emotion you want to feel. So like, let's say if you want to feel love, I mean, imagine the eyes without the eyes. Obviously, thankfulness kind of comes with some sort of love, right? Wow, I love that my eyes exist. Or dolphins, or I'm sorry, the earthly processing. If you like imagine dolphins or lions or fucking insects or whatever you love about nature, just keeps loving things. Or your pet animal, your dog in the other room, just keep loving things. And that'll increase the tendency for you to imagine loving scenarios, to imagine thankful scenarios, whatever it is, right? To be in that perspective more often gives increasing possibility and potential to live in that perspective more regularly, right? So, I had to record this video. Sorry about the audio, but the best time to record videos is like the day after I have an experience that I felt impactful to me and stuff. So, mm, yeah. Um, yeah. So just let you guys know, my life is kind of evolving right now, and this summer it's very, very, very likely I'm going to be bicycle touring across the United States, which means if you live on the western United States, uh, keep in notice, because I might be able to come visit. Myself and a friend, a musician friend, are going to be very likely again. It's not 100% certain, but it's very, 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 very likely. We're going to be tripping around the United States on a bike, right? And carrying our musical equipment and just busking and playing in public places and open mics at bars and shit like that. Developing our nature and learning a more grandiose respect for our environment and developing our senses to then be able to express our experience as a creator, as a musician. So, with that, if you do want to support that kind of mission, that sort of activity, uh, I'd like to just say, if you have any impact from this video, like let's say out of 30 days, if you have $1 of impact from me, then perhaps it would be a respectful thing to throw that kind of energy my way. You know what I mean? And Patreon's a good way to do that. Even $1 really helps, especially since literally um, my only payment's gonna be through food, basically, and maybe like bike repairs if I have to, but it's gonna be pretty rare. So yeah, go check out the Patreon if you want. Otherwise, I do still need to get a bike, but I got a way to do that. But if you want to help with that, of course, any donations are gonna be towards that mission and that goal. So if you want to be a part of that, keep in touch. If you're in the West Coast, if you're particularly around Oregon, maybe up into Washington, Utah, southern Idaho, northern California, it's likely we're going to be doing this for a year, so we're going to be following the season, not staying up north in the wintertime, not staying down south in the summertime, but flip it. In the summer, we're going to be up north of the United States, and in the wintertime, we're going to be down south. So if you're in Arizona, pay attention in the wintertime. I might be in your area, and we would love to come hang out. If you've got a spot to stay for a night, biking, essentially we're going to be bathing in streams and shit. And there's also bicycle tourists also have a pretty good amount of respect throughout the world. So there's a lot of different like websites and opportunities to connect with people who support those kind of people. One of them is warmshowers.com or .org or something like that, which essentially host bicyclists, and give them like a night and a shower and stuff like that. So you can be a part of that if you'd like, but also we would come with music, so it's gonna be fucking epic. And yeah, music. Basically, I'm just going 100% with music right now, and I'm fucking falling in love, man. It's amazing. So yeah, that's gonna be that video. You can change your life if you want it to change. You just gotta do it. You gotta exercise. If you want to feel something, feel it. Find a way to feel it. You gotta be a little creative. There's a lot of value in being creative. If you can just imagine, if you can just imagine, if you can see it in your head, become the thing you want to become, right? Don't put your energy into shit you don't want to become. Everything. If you're listening to this shitty music that's mopey and gropey and you don't want to deal with that, I understand there's a place for that. Absolutely, I've been there. But if you want to be something else, push yourself to be something else. That's kind of what I'm doing with this biking trip is I'm putting 100% of my fucking energy into that fucking guitar over there, right? into music, not only guitar, but music, the full spectrum of sound expression, all the colors, all the textures, all of the rhythms. So, you know, I'm I'm pushing myself, right? I'm forcing myself to carry my own weight, to exercise in a meaningful way, to carry my body across the United States, and to develop the things that I most care about, you know, humanity, learning respect for different environments, different people living in those environments, and of course expressing the things that I learn, right? So again, if you want to be a part of that, if you want to be a supporter of any kind, I'm currently still offering a 60 to 90-minute chat with you once a month for $10 on Patreon, but I'm not going to be able to maintain that when I'm biking. Um, so that's going to change in a few months. So if you want to get on that, you only got a few months to have your own personal 60 to 90-minute conversation. Basically, it's like a podcast or a video with me. Um, we can talk about anything you want, literally anything. I'm completely open. I don't judge or anything like that. You're a beautiful person. I know you are. So, you know, do what you got to do. Absolutely. So, yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks so much for watching. I'm glad to be a part of this life. And hello, new subscribers. That's fucking crazy. Sometimes my channel just gets a little bit more exposure. I don't know how the hell it works. Whatever. Love you guys. Peace out. Da, da, da.